The journey continues, this time back in the BMW, again at Zolder, and I think this is the GT Challenge or something? I can't remember. GT3, GT3, I think it is. It's ridiculous. You enter these races, you have half-hour practice, then you have another, what, 8-10 minutes or something, and probably another 3 minutes, then you have an 8 minute of qualifying. By that time, when you're at my time of life, you forget what you're doing. Anyway, thankfully the motorsport that I commentate at are 60-second races or below. Yeah, so solos and sidecars. Alright, let's get down on the track and see what we can do with this BMW M4 GT3 in amongst some pretty tiny operators by the look of it. We qualified at P13, we're a little bit off the pace at 129 to 131, so we'll see what we can do to survive. There's only a few that didn't qualify, and there's 20 cars that will take to the grid for what should be a 20-minute sprint around this one.
The estimated strength of field is 1,145. Closed. Pit road is closed.
I was in two minds about
19 Celsius. The air temp is 19. Cold tyres all round.
Yep, I was in two minds about jumping in the BMW, or one of the others, maybe the Ferrari.
This is a rolling start. We need to follow car number 20.
I decided the BMW. Okay, so
safety car speed is
already
88 kilometers per hour.
wondering what's going up on ahead, the same as I am. I think he's already causing some angst. It's done. The 20. And the 17's a little scary. Got around amongst B's and A grade, A licensed drivers. So he should be alright. Hopefully they'll all stay on a racetrack and not kick stones up in the opening couple of laps. The last GT I did, marbles and stones created some real concerns. I see there's a new code of conduct addition as well that relates to rejoins, which is a great idea. So you can be penalised for rejoining and hitting people. Not too sure if it needs to be reported by somebody or not. I have to look at it closely, but there's been a few reports about it being included in the
Catch up to car number 20.
guidelines. It's about time. The next one is that they need to sort out this weaving on the form-up lap. I don't know how many of these guys survive driving around a city.
Catch up to car number 20. Stay calm, focus.
I just want to stay out of trouble.
Go.
Guys behind, hanging back. Gravel on the road already.
There's an incident in Sterrenwachtbucht. Looks like it's Ramos.
Ramos. Huh.
Alright, Trevor. The next car
Isn't that an
Michael,
Egyptian god
car
or something?
number 20. B license. And their rating is 0.5.
No, 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 no.
You got a slow car on the right.
Whoa, we've got cars all over the place up here. Rick!
You've got wheel damage. Looks like one of your wheels is out of alignment.
Unbelievable.
Showing us the meatball flag. We'll need to come in for repairs.
Go and get
Car
it
in front of
done
us is
right
now
away.
clear. Car number 4, B licence, and their rating is 1.4. There's an incident in Big Spot.
Can't
We think it
believe
might
it.
be Frederick. What's your speed limit in the pits? The pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometres per hour. Black flag. We'll need to come into the pits to serve it.
Hey, where's the pit start? That white line, isn't it? Oh, God.
Pit box in 10,
Oh, we just made a balls up of it.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. All the damage is repairable.
What? Oh, goodness me.
We need to come in for this penalty in the next 2 laps.
How can you have required repairs 6.45? That's ridiculous. Alright. So we'll pause our recording here. Goodness me. So we've had our 6-minute pit stop. We're now about 5 laps down. We're serving a penalty because I misjudged where the pit entry was and hit the pit limiter too late. So we're going down big time. I'm in first gear. Come on, let's go forward.
Move it, move it.
Not sure.
We got damage on the front end.
Only on the front end, don't care.
Okay, Trevor. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
So we've got 10 minutes to try and make up some
All clear. Push now.
positions, but we're 5 laps down. So making up positions is just an impossibility.
The next car is Cave-In, car number 10.
So we're likely to do in a whole lot of iRacing, which we can't really help. But we've got a 4X from that coming together, and we should be able to hang on to some safety rating, which is what we're really focusing on at the moment. We'll get our iRating back as time unfolds. No sense focusing too much on that. So now that we've been to the pits and we've got the repairs pretty much done, we've served our little penalty. We've sat there and they've gone around and around past us. Goodness knows what sort of condition the track's going to be in now, because there would have been some fighting going on and some people running off, I'm sure. Although I must admit, didn't hear too much. I did wander outside for 2 seconds while it was all happening, so anything could have happened while I was out. The fresh air and clear the head, calm myself down.
Is now in the lead.
I just wouldn't have thought that they'd give you such a long damage repair. But anyway, I've got a better idea of what's going on than I have.
V19.
The tyres would have cooled right off, so we won't have any grip. It's not too bad though. The G Pro is great though, because you can feel the grip on the front and the back. Don't ask me how they do it technically. It is an amazing piece of equipment. So too are the pedals. Still trying to get the force feedback right. It seems to be pretty right when I look at the indicator in the top right there. Feels okay. Sometimes it feels like it's a bit heavy, but if you lighten it up, it's too light. That's pretty good. I guess the whole idea now is to, well, first it's going to bore the living daylights out of you, but for me, try to maintain my composure and keep it between the lines. Well, I hadn't actually completed a full lap, so yeah, it would be my fastest time of the session. I made two mistakes. Firstly, I went left of the car that was rolling, although he looked like it was rolling in a straight line when I made the move, and then just as I made the move to decide to go down the left-hand side of him, he started to roll left. And that hurt. I thought I was going to end up with an off-track, but not being hit. So you've just got to get through this. About another 5 minutes or so. As I just want to keep it between the racing lines, keep it on the black stuff. And that way I may be able to...
That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes. You're all over the place. Come on, man, get your head back together.
Oh, he's an arrogant bastard sometimes. I just want to recover some of that safety rating. There's another crew chief program that you can get that's not quite so nasty. So I'm going to show you, if somebody like to drivers like that in the real world, probably get a punch in the mouth after the race. Leaders will catch me, there's no doubt about that. I'm not going to catch Kevin.
Okay, Trevor, you're halfway home. Your fuel is fine.
I think we're well over halfway home, sunshine. I don't know what you've been looking at, but anyway. So I know I'm going to take a big hit in iRacing. Hopefully I'm not going to take as big a hit in the safety rating. But it's a fairly inconsistent system, and a system that I really can't understand sometimes. How they come up with safety ratings, point losses, and they certainly don't compensate you
it looks like Ramos.
very well when you do the right thing. I just love to take them off you when you make a mistake or somebody else makes a mistake and you get caught up in it. As in the situation today. Like, it wasn't his fault. He got caught up in somebody else's crap, and I was just one of those bulls that made the wrong decision went
Your
left
lap time
instead of
was
right.
1:31, went 9:1. That's your best lap in this session.
I thought he was standing
Sector
still.
2 is 0.9 off the pace. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Leader is running 30.47.
Rubbish all over the racetrack again. As I say, it's pretty boring for anybody to watch, but the idea here is that I want to finish with at least some form of positive in safety rating. We'll work on the iRating later. I've been practicing with the supercars again. There's the new
P19.
supercars that they've released.
1:31.66.
They're a little more fun to drive. Still not easy, but I'm starting to get the feel for them. It's never fun having to go to the pits, and I don't usually put them up if there's a meatball flag involved, but this time I will, so you can see how I made the wrong decision and went left. And again, I had no way of knowing that he was going to start rolling and go to the left, but I guess if I was in his situation, I probably would have done the same thing, gone left.
White flag, white flag.
So we're not going to go down another lap, we're only 5 laps down. We haven't had any more off-tracks as yet.
One more lap to go. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.1 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.9 off the pace.
So as it stands at the moment, we're going to lose 82 iRating points. Don't like it, but as I say, my own fault, and we won't gain as many safety rating points as I would have liked because of the contact. And again, don't like it, but it is what it is. As we slowly make our way up into the higher splits, those kinds of situations might go away or lessen. We'll see.
P19. There we go, it's over. Bring it back round. That's the end of the session.
Alright, session's up. Well, we're not, because we've got another race later in the day. Spoiled little brat. Honestly, if I could find another one, I'd get rid of him. Alright, let's have a look and see what happened behind. So there's the start. Didn't do too bad at the start, to be honest. Kept out of trouble. Didn't get belted up by too many. That looked okay through there. There's a couple of dives. Oh, that's right. We did have that car go for the dive and drifted out. Ended up in trouble. That 82 looks ugly, doesn't it? So, yeah, that's all good. And what happened here? So there was a push and a shove. A red car, the Acura, gets caught up in it. Okay, and this is where it all got ugly on for us, I think. Right, so here we are. We're trying to find it. See, we should have gone to the right, not to the left, and that tiny little touch created a nightmare. Very sad. Yeah, so the damage to the right hand front. Not the other side. Yeah. Anyway, that was what happened. I'm hopeless at working out cameras. Okay, so let's see what else happened. So we spent 6 minutes or 8 minutes or something in the pits. Monty went around. Then he ploughed into the 14. Charming man. You know, I really thought that when we got into this classes a little bit higher up the ladder, things would have been better. Anyway, it wasn't a lot of incidences right throughout the whole thing, so that's okay. Alright, let's have a look at the results. What's happened? Okay, that's not what I expected. I actually expected at least 1 or 2 positive points in the safety rating, but I've lost 1, and I've lost 81 in iRating, so we're down to 1,011. It was the third split of 3. And yeah, it was basically my own doing. I made the wrong decision and ended up way down. We'll pick it up later. Don't worry. I'll see you at the next one.